Hey friends.
Welcome to another Everyday Getaway.
And we're back in the kitchen. It's Tuesday and we're going to do a family favorite.
There we go. We're going to make some New Year's banana pudding. And we're also going to give you a recipe to help those of you that are gluten-free with a gluten-free banana pudding
and
recipe.
This was requested, so we thought let's give it a try.
There we go. So we'll get started and let you know how it turns out.
Join us in the kitchen.
For our banana pudding or gluten-free banana pudding, we just need a 5.1 ounce box of vanilla pudding. You'll need probably 2 or 3 tablespoons of sugar. You need some bananas, I would say 3 to 4. Whipped topping, 3 cups of cold milk, and either a box of vanilla wafers, or if you want to make it gluten-free, you'll get a box of gluten-free vanilla wafers. And we'll insert a picture of what those look like. We did find them at Walmart for, I think it was $3.86, but we'll insert that when you need it, and also a picture here, and let's get going.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my vanilla pudding mix and put it in the mixer here.
Now this was a request from a viewer of ours. Hey Michael, and congratulations. And we are going to show the recipe as just the normal banana pudding that we have made for years. And then we'll do it with that little twist with the gluten-free wafers, which will help out anybody that's gluten-free.
The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in 3 cups of my milk. That was 2, and now I'm going to add in a 1/3. And I'm going to start mixing that together really well.
We use 2% milk, but of course you could use whole milk or skim milk if you prefer.
Okay, so I'm going to scrape down the sides here and get everything that's stuck on the sides and all the mixture in. Make sure everything's getting mixed together really well. And then once I've done this, I'm going to turn the mixture on a little bit more, and then I'm going to add in some of my Cool Whip.
We have the large container, 16-ounce container of whipped topping, and Doug will use about 2/3 for this, and we'll reserve about 1/3 for the top.
Okay, I'm going to put in about 2/3 of my Cool Whip. And while I'm doing this, I want to thank everybody that made a comment on our cotton candy video. If you were selected as the winner, that cotton candy was mailed out today. I hope you enjoy it.
It's a box full of cotton candy. All right, Doug's just whipping that whipped topping into the pudding. Doesn't have to go for long, just to get mixed. This is a layered dessert, so you just need whatever container you want to make it in. This was a Christmas present. I know this Le Creuset, I think is how you say it. This bakeware was voted one of the top selling bakewares in 2024. They are not a sponsor, but hey, if you're watching, folks, from Le Creuset, you could be. And we're just gonna layer our dessert in here, starting with vanilla wafers. And by the way, thank you, Bryce and Sydney, we love it. So we're gonna go the whole bottom layered with the vanilla wafers. This is my mom and grandma's recipe. This is just how we always had it at home. So this is how we have continued to make it throughout the years. And we're just going to continue to layer until this whole bottom is completely layered with the vanilla wafers. All right, if you're wanting to make this as gluten-free, then the one switch you'll need to make is the vanilla wafers. Normal vanilla wafers are not gluten-free, but you can get them. We're going to insert a video of a box of gluten-free vanilla wafers that we found at Walmart, just so you can see. The process is the same, you just switch them out. We found gluten-free vanilla wafers at Walmart. They're $3.86 a box, and all you would need to do is substitute the gluten-free for the regular. And there you go. We'll get you some gluten-free banana pudding. Looks like you can get the gluten-free vanilla wafers at Target or at Kroger's as well. All right, next up, we're gonna, on top of these wafers, we're gonna add about 1.5 bananas. You can pre-chop them. I'm just gonna lop them off on top of here. Might take 1.5 bananas. It might take 2, just depending on the size of your container. You just wanna make sure that there's a good amount. And we're gonna do a second layer, so hopefully we'll be able to get a banana in every bite along with a wafer in every bite. I'm gonna go another 1/2 here. I do have extra bananas on hand just in case we get to the end and think, oh, we're not covered enough. We've got a little extra. Generally, 1.5 does it. Next up, about a tablespoon of sugar just over top of the bananas. It's supposed to try to help keep the bananas from turning, and it adds just a little extra sweetness. All right, and then next up, we're gonna take about 1/2 of our pudding mixture and cover this bottom layer. Then we're gonna repeat the process here. All down in the nooks and crannies.
Okay, so I'm going to start our second layer here with our vanilla wafers. We usually make this in a little larger container, but I think this will work.
I read that La Creuset means like a cauldron or a container, and we love this color, so I'm gonna work it out here and give it work it in, give it its first go round of making something.
Okay, so I'm getting my vanilla wafers on here, and then I'm going to add some more bananas. Another layer of our bananas here, about another 1.5 bananas.
Doug's gonna go the pre-chop method, he thinks, so he's chopped them up and he's just gonna throw them on there.
And once I get this done, then I'm going to put a little bit more banana pudding on top.
While he's finishing that up, we take a moment and invite any of you who are watching today who have not already subscribed to our channel. We would love to have you join us for a weekly recipe and hopefully getting back on track for a second video that's more of travel and adventure. So
and we have great plans coming in 2025, so
we're looking forward to
we'd
lots
love you to join us.
There we go. All right, here goes that pudding. Yum! Now, once we get this spread on, the final layer is a nice little layer of Cool Whip on top, or whipped topping. And if you have any extras, you can always make a small container, or just enjoy the pudding on the side. So there's always somebody around here that will eat this extra pudding that doesn't make it into the banana pudding. Yep, we also have a runaway banana there. There we go. All right, this can be a little tricky. So you want your whipped topping pretty thawed. And I'm gonna kind of go the dollop and spread a little at a time method. So I'm gonna throw some dollops all over. If there's any frozen spots, it's hard to smooth without mixing the pudding mixture with the whipped topping. But if we can keep it a little separate, that makes it nice. And once we get this done, we'll finish it off with some crushed vanilla wafers, and we're gonna start eating this stuff up. Yum! All right, I have 5 vanilla wafers. I'm just gonna give them a little crush on the top. Fun fact, we're from the South. On New Year's, Mama always made black-eyed peas, hog jowl, and banana pudding. Now, I don't know if the banana pudding goes with those other 2 things as a Southern tradition, but I know in our house it was. It's actually New Year's Eve, so we are filming this a little bit before, but we'll carry out that tradition. Probably no hog jowl, but maybe some black-eyed peas. We'll see. All right, just going to crumble that up on the top as fine or as large a pieces as you want. And a nice little vanilla wafer in the top. And there you go. All right, Michael, when you make this, I want you to let us know how it turns out, or anybody else that gives it a try. Drop us a line and tell us what you think of it. We're going to give it a taste and hope it brings us some good luck in the new year.
Here's a banana pudding fun fact. In 1988, Good Housekeeping magazine called for layering sponge cake with bananas and pouring custard over them, topping with whipped cream. But cookies as a base didn't become a thing until the 1920s, when magazines and cookbooks began featuring banana pudding recipes that weren't baked and included vanilla wafers, thanks to Nabisco, which had just launched its vanilla wafer product.
Okay, so that's a really easy recipe, not hard to make. Turns out really nice, doesn't take very long.
Right, and it's an easy one that you can flip and make gluten-free if that's something that you need in your everyday life.
You're exactly right. Let's give this a try.
All right. I'm going to get a little bit of vanilla wafer there because I like the crunch.
Oh, it has a really good crunch. Banana flavor is wonderful. This is fresh. We just made it, so everything is still nice and
bananas are good.
Yeah, the bananas are good. The vanilla wafers are nice and crunchy.
And this is a recipe you do want to try to eat up quickly, because if you leave it in the fridge a couple of days, the bananas still do get a little mushy.
And like we said, it's a really easy one to make gluten-free.
There you go. And it's something that you can make and take with you to a picnic or some family gathering and share the goodness with somebody else.
Hey, thanks again for joining us.
Take care of yourselves, take care of others, and let us take care of you. If you have a prayer request, drop it in the comments below. You can just say, even, pray for me. You don't have to tell us specifically, but drop us a line and let us know, and we'll be sure to pray for you.
Bye-bye. Join us next Tuesday as we try making some homemade peppermint patties.